have very happy memories, and it was probably only a couple of days in 3 years, but of lovely sunny summer's afternoons in beautiful, beautiful locations, having a lot of fun. I grew up in a stable yard, pretty much, so riding a horse was never a problem. But of course, Steve Dent, the horse master on Robin, didn't know me before the show, and assumed that I, like most actors, when asked if they can ride or asked if they can do anything, they say yes and then go away and try and learn before the shoot starts. So he came up with a dear old plug of a horse for the first double episode that frankly was so quiet, the thing was comatose most of the time and couldn't really get it to do anything. The moment Steve realised that I knew what I was doing, he came up with Fury, the black stallion that I rode for the rest of the series, who was a magnificent beastie and could be made to look very smart and do some exciting stuff. So.
Poor Robert always had to play the fall guy, but then that's Guy of Gisborne. He's the guy that really gets the cream puff in his face on every episode. But he took it with great spirit.
That's it. He finished the pig.
Aye, finish him.
What do you say to that?
Animals!
What's wrong with animals?
Animals, are we? Who took away our rights as men?
Rights? You've no rights, Wolf's Head!
That's it. Duck him, hang him, anything but kill him.
Aye. What's your life worth, Gisborne?
Nothing!
He played the sheriff, and Phil Jackson played the brother, and they were known on set as the Ugly Sisters.
The Lord High Sheriff of Nottingham, Robert de Reno. Lord Abbot Hugo de Reno. Sir Guy of Gisborne.
Sisters, sisters, there have never been such lovely sisters.
I had thoroughly enjoyed those 2 weeks. I'd done archery at school competitively and so on, so that was it was like 2 weeks of fun. And then, of course, in 3 years of shooting the series, didn't shoot a bow once. Probably the only thing that I had to, that I was involved in having to reshoot in all 3 seasons was that ghastly fight in the mud between Robin and Gisborne. Michael and I spent a day in the most, you couldn't stand up in this mud. It was so you had to crawl across it. It was really hideous. On the first day, I got a curious sensation after a short while of having been in there that my skin was tightening. And it turned out that what was happening is the chainmail that I was wearing, that was made out of knitted string, was shrinking in contact with the water, which was very hairy. Terry Walsh cut me out of that before I turned completely blue in the face. And thereafter, all the chainmail was made out of pre-shrunk string, just to be on the safe side. Anyway, got in, thought, well, thank goodness that's done, it's out of the way. Got into work the following morning, Ian Sharp sidled up to me and, guess what? We got to shoot the fight in the mud again.